So we have achieved a new level of gooning. Do you guys think you can guess it? We see people put on makeup. We see people, eating cereal. Men are gooning while driving.
Jerking and swerving.
Joking in the drive.
What's going on, man? Welcome back. Intruder's Thoughts, episode 173. As usual, with Brandon Keith, aka the Range Brother, the man to my left.
You got your boy D Johnson, DJ Smooth, the man with the money, man. Y'all know what it is.
It's your boy Marchman in minutes. And girl, mouth like a dentist. You know how we rock.
Man, you already know who it is. The CEO, the prayers, Rob the God, Rob Philosophies, whatever you want to call me, baby. Let's get it.
Man, Patreon. Discord. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, we was a little offbeat.
Was that me? Was that my fault?
It might have been me.
Oh.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait, hold on. I'll count on the count of 3.
Okay.
After 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Patreon.
Discord.
You didn't do it on purpose. Either way, you slide up in that Patreon. It's $3. You get the live streams every single week. AKA, you get the pods every single week. A lot of y'all be watching the pods every single week. I know that's a part of you, like early every single week. I know that's a part of y'all routine. So if y'all want to watch the pod days early, like I think it's at least 3 days, at least 3 days early, you can check it out on the Patreon. Of course, you can also watch them live every Tuesday night. Baby. And of course, you got extra segments every single week. And if we do call-ins and stuff like that, y'all, the patrons, patrons, that's the correct term.
Yeah, patrons.
We'll be the first ones to be on there. We've done it before. We want to do it again. So y'all slide up in there. Of course, we got the Discord. A lot of y'all are in there. Cool, dope community. But man, it's another week. Things going on. We can't play this video. So yeah, Bianca, I wouldn't play this video. We'll just talk about it. But we can play it on Patreon. But you guys will very soon realize why we can't show this video on the regular show. DJ, what's going on in the world this week?
So we have achieved a new level of gooning.
Ooh.
And do you guys think you can guess it? Brandon already cheated and saw the video.
Well, I saw the video. I think we all saw it.
I didn't see
described it.
Either way,
I wouldn't have guessed it.
100%. I wouldn't have either when I came across of it. Men are gooning while driving. Now, growing up, taking driver's ed, I remember
jerking and swerving.
You ever seen that video? That GTA song. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The smoking and riding, stroking and driving.
Oh my god! I just remember being a kid in driver's ed, and they had some guys come in telling us about the rules of the road and some of the crazy things that they've seen, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we see people put on makeup, we see people eating cereal." All of that kind of crazy stuff. There's no way in hell they could have guessed this one. There's no way. There's just no way. Now, my question to y'all is this jail offense?
That is,
it's up for debate.
I think it is. Because imagine a child drives by. Well, not a child, but like
a child drives by.
A person with a child in their back seat.
Yeah.
I think it probably already is like indirectly illegal.
I feel like if it's the hours after 7 p.m., where it's dark, you can get away with it.
It's dark. They can't really see.
Yeah, if it's dark, you can't read it. Or just tinted windows. You know what I'm saying? But he looked like his windows
he
were
had
down.
I
don't think he gave a damn.
I don't think he gave a damn either.
Bro didn't care.
I think that's his usual driving and stroking route.
Bro had a long day, and he was just fuck it.
Oh my god.
Sometimes, gotta get that, gotta relieve that stress.
You just couldn't wait, though? You couldn't wait, like.
His wife wasn't gonna do it. He said, fuck it, let me get it done here.
I just feel like there's just such a better time to be doing that. Because, I don't want to talk about
a more comfortable time, sure.
For sure. Your focus is off.
And man, that's how I know I'm getting over that shit, man. Because, ain't doing no crazy shit like that. It's strenuous.
That's a grown-ass, it's a grown-ass man.
Stroking.
Oh, but, I mean, so in your prime, you was thinking about doing something
what, in the car?
Yeah. Damn.
No.
God damn.
No, I'm not saying in my prime. I'm just saying I don't even think I could get one off doing that now. It's too much work.
What?
So in the past, you probably wouldn't be able to do it. What you're trying to say?
Yeah, in the past, definitely, I get it done anywhere. I could get it done.
Well, it's not about could or couldn't. If I put my mind, I believe I can achieve anything. So it's not about could. It's would.
Like that.
It's would. It's would. It's a would. I would not.
You niggas are sick.
And it's even if I was to that level of horniness, it's what would stop me is when I reach my destination, where, you know what I'm saying? Where is it going to go?
Where's it going? Yeah. You don't got it all over your steering wheel and shit.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, they probably palming a napkin.
The leather already be fading.
They probably palming a napkin in the other hand while they driving.
I saw the video. He
occupied hands.
He had one hand on the wheel. He had to drive, man.
He
might have just been edging.
You just crumble it up in your hand, you know. Bars. He was going to see his Lil John. He was going to see his Lil John. He was trying to edge to make sure that he had the endurance to last with a baddie.
I don't think so. And he definitely wasn't no baddie.
Yeah.
He was bad built.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Everybody need love, man.
Everybody.
Probably a boogie eater.
Oh my God.
Everybody, man.
Yeah, that's.
And send his ass to jail.
Yeah, because if texting is driving is a distraction. Well, no, I mean it's not like he can multitask.
He had no material to go off of.
He was still very much having his eyes on the road.
So I remember when you said about people texting and driving. You said if they can't do that, where's the
skill
update?
issue?
Right. You said where's the update?
Right, where's the update? We text and drive safely.
That might have been part of the update. That might have been part of the update, Brandon. That might have been part of the update.
Stroking in.
Right, yeah.
That's actually wild. What would y'all even do if you saw that?
They need to patch that.
I roll by the window and say something. I'll say something to him. Yes.
I'm flying past that.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not conversating with this nigga.
I'm not talking to nobody with his meat in hand.
Meat in hand?
That's crazy.
What you gonna say? Hey, buddy, stop stroking it.
I wouldn't tell him to stop. I'll more like ask him why.
No, this is crazy.
What? I don't want to know that.
First I'm saying, hey man, you stroking your shit? What the fuck? What the fuck you want, man? Is it that serious?
If you ask him,
you gotta pick this nigga's brain.
What do you expect him to say if you ask him?
No, it's just like, it's almost like people interview like murderers or stuff like that.
What made you do it? Yeah,
it's like it's interesting to dive into the psyche of someone who has been driven to the edge like that.
literally driving to edge.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I would want to know what brought him to this point in his life.
Brandon Jones, one of the most curious men I've ever met, bro. He wants to know the ins and outs of everything, and some of this shit is just like, it ain't for me. I will die happily not knowing why the hell he felt the need to do that. I'm not gonna lie. No qualms at all.
I'll still be able to live without it. I'm just saying, like,
in the name of science, I probably want to see why the fuck he did it too. Like, what the hell is wrong with him?
If I saw him in the store the other time and I knew it was him. I mean,
I'm not asking him mid-stroke though. You're right.
I mean, if he probably
would stop.
You don't know that.
I don't know that.
He's clearly a serial jerker.
Yes,
it's a wild assumption to make that he'd stop.
Yeah.
Who's to say he might not enjoy it?
Who's to say he ain't gonna stop while you're talking to him? Mind your business.
These niggas sound like a villager of Minecraft. Miles, what you talking about, man?
Oh man, see, Marlon Wayans just did a movie with Jordan Peele's production called Him. Okay, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but it's already some like pretty bad reviews.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's saying it's ass.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's saying it's ass.
Yeah, and I think I mean, I haven't seen it yet either, but I'm still gonna go see it, man.
I still want to see it.
I think I definitely do. I have not seen the movie. I could go see the movie, and I think that this movie's ass. I could, but I'm going to it with the open mind. For the okay, I think I could enjoy the movie. I'm not expecting it to be an amazing movie, but what I'm saying, I'm open. But I think a lot of people kind of just go with the hype.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, everyone's saying it's ass, it got to be ass,
Yep.
But I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so I could very well go see it and say, yep, nope, it's ass. So I don't know. But
I think that people need to go watch for themselves, because some of these people, I doubt,
go watch it for yourself.
I doubt a lot of these people who are saying it's ass have actually gone and seen it.
Still go see it.
But one thing I've noticed
about
Marlon Wayne and his works, and kind of like the rest of his brothers sometimes, as I've seen some of their movies, people will be like, oh, it's probably it's butt, and then later it becomes a classic.
Right.
Like Scary Movie.
Yeah, even Marlon Wayans, I saw him tweet something out like that. Yeah.
Like they all become classics. So I'm kind of interested into seeing what happens with this movie.
Yeah, man, because I really like the way Marlon Wayans was, the way that he's taking the reception of the movie. Like, he's not salty about anything. He's just saying, hey, look, I just want everyone to kind of go into it with an open mind and just think for yourself. I've had the privilege to be a part of movies that were not critically acclaimed, quite the opposite. And then later on, we're still seen as cult classics. So movies like White Chicks and stuff like that. But yeah, man, Scary Movie. He's been in some other stuff too. But yeah, man, I still think it's a cool concept. I like that they tried something different. And Jordan Peele did not direct it or write it. It's just a production company. Because I mean, if he didn't produce it, it probably wouldn't have got greenlit. It probably wouldn't have got made. Because I don't even know who the director is. No offense to him, he might have done some good shit, and I don't know. But yeah, I just appreciate any movie that tries to do something different. Like, I personally haven't seen like a sports movie try to go into that thriller aspect and stuff.
And that's
like
kind of where this leads me. I think, and I've seen other people say the same thing, that it's getting instant bad reviews because, with movies like this, they, people with conspiracy theorists and like to make connections to real life and stuff. The second people see this movie, they're going to start looking at NFL. That's just, at the end of the day, that's just what it's gonna be at. They're gonna start looking at NFL stars and like, this nigga's probably doing the freaky shit that we've seen in this movie. Yeah, and I think that's the last thing them niggas need right now.
Causing some hysteria. But I saw this one comedian, I forgot his name, so my bad. I'm not gonna try to do his joke or nothing. But it was an interesting topic he brought up. It's like, damn man, like some people just really out here just don't believe in any conspiracy theories. I think that's crazy in itself.
It is.
Some would argue that that's a conspiracy in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think that the government's just out here just being the most truthful people
like
that's like, so you already against the grain with that.
I know. Comedian you talking about, nigga.
That's one of the reptilians.
People that don't believe in conspiracy theories are honestly the biggest conspiracy theorists that are. If you really think about it, it's like, nope, none of this is going on. Nope, none of it's happening. None of it.
That's the reptiles, man.
Bro, hey.
He ain't a reptile. Shit. He said it, brother.
Watergate didn't happen. Nope, none of that. Nope, didn't happen. None of that. Crack, nope. None of it happened. None of it happened at all. Epstein, nope. Matter of fact, it was a charity for children. It wasn't.
When them niggas say, I don't know how them Arabians got them American guns out there. I don't know how we got them. I don't know how they got them.
It was out there, bro.
That's bars.
Come on, man. Bars. Yeah, that's just crazy. That's just very crazy. But anyways,
speaking of things that you might not be able to believe, they make fun of me for my way of scratching my butt.
What?
In public? Yes, they do. Y'all said that I was booty scooting, which was
vertical boost cuts. Vertical boost cuts.
Even though that's
but
incorrect.
This is no context for people that didn't see that episode. You know
what I'm saying? But this is for the OGs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In Walmart, just take a look at what this lady's doing.
Like you was scratching your butt. I got you on video. You need to go wash your hands before you start ringing other people up. You digging in your ass and then went right and run. I got you on video. You didn't do it.
I see the video. Oh, I see it.
No, wait, sorry.
Showing the right.
Why you wouldn't go wash your hands afterwards?
She does it at the very beginning of the video.
Why wouldn't you go wash your hands after you scratching your ass?
Oh, okay. I was just in your backpack, something.
You wasn't in your back, you was digging in your ass. Go wash your hands before you ring somebody up. Go do that.
Hey, can you play the beginning of the game?
Yeah, the very beginning. Can we?
Nah, wait.
I said you digging in your ass. She digging in her ass. Ain't that nobody see.
Hand all in the
Okay, in her defense,
she
wasn't in crack. She wasn't in the crack. She was scratching.
No, that's close enough. She could have been passing gas, had some stains in there or something. No,
but if you say digging in your ass, that's a bit different.
Hey,
that's enough.
With the jeans covering the hands, you don't know if she in the ass or scratching the ass.
Who said accusing of innards? It's ass.
It's
bruh.
ass.
Like, come on, bro. That's
cheek ain't
crazy.
the same as innards.
Yes, but she's also dealing with people.
I'm not trying to defend her scratching her ass and just doing
Sound
that.
like
That's what it sound like, right?
Sound like it.
You are.
You scratch
Just
your
a
ass
little
at
bit.
Walmart like
You
that,
standing
dude?
up for the ass scratchers right now.
But I'm just saying, it's just that they take it a little farther than what it really was.
Yeah, that's bars.
But
I can
still-
agree with that.
I can agree. Yeah.
Fair,
agree with
but
that.
you're also taking it from like the point of view that you're being.
I'm just saying,
You're not experiencing that while you're sitting in the store.
You didn't have to record. You could've just-
But like, come on, bro. You in the store, you got food in your goddamn cart, and you see some shit like that. I'd be a little pissed off too. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you in your
I
ass.
said I won't defend it to that degree.
That's crazy.
Shit.
Now my question to y'all:
Right.
Okay.
should there be reprimand?
Hell yeah.
What you
Man,
mean?
you gotta ring up meat and all types of shit. And you scratching your ass?
Because I worked at Walmart for years, and I was trying to see if there was like she was in a certain area, and I couldn't really tell from like the surroundings. But like, if you gotta ring motherfuckers up,
Yeah.
period, that's crazy.
I think she was at
What?
she was at the register.
Exactly.
You asking us what ground she's on, if she should be terminated or not?
Would you terminate?
No, I wouldn't fire off.
I'm letting her ass go.
She a good
No,
worker?
that's a
Cause now I
woman.
gotta think about every encounter I've had with this lady. Was she scratching ass before she came to see me?
Well, okay. Is the problem that she was scratching her ass, or the problem that we saw her scratching her
Oh,
ass?
right. That's a question. That's a question.
Because
That's a question.
people doing all sorts of strange things with their
I ain't
hands,
gonna lie,
and
you
you
right.
shaking hands. You don't know what
Yeah.
they done with that hand that day.
Well,
And
now
at
that
least
we know
I
your
would argue that
ass-
at least she has the courtesy. Let her know, yeah, I be scratching my ass. So like,
She
you
didn't
know
let
what I'm
her know
saying?
nothing. She didn't let her know nothing.
She letting them know something because she did it in public. So now it's like we know. Some people they you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know, man. I feel like I had to let her go. That's a little much for me.
You'd
can't walk around
You'd
with
be a
that.
door greeter. All you gotta do is, receipts. Just,
Maybe you're right. I wouldn't let her go. I would just move her position.
Yeah, you'd be
I
a
wouldn't
door
necessarily
greeter.
move her, maybe for a few days. Just
She
to-
probably
So
in violation
You put
of
her on
something.
timeout because she was digging her
Definitely
ass.
gotta be in
Yeah,
violation of
so you
something.
want-
Something. She got to be violating some sort of guideline.
You can't be scratching
hell
your
no.
ass
Well,
at
no,
work.
yeah,
and
health and
just-
safety
What?
guidelines.
Yeah.
You can't be doing dirty stuff on there. But I guarantee it doesn't say explicitly that she can't scratch her.
Well, how would they describe that?
Man, she
If
working
your
at
hands-
Walmart.
Her hands are
Most
soiled.
niggas that walk in there already dirty.
Her hands
Fair.
are soiled. Soiled hands.
Contaminated
A lot of
hands.
people's shit is contaminated walking in Walmart.
Bars.
So I mean, they all want they one and the same. To be honest, they probably be scratching their ass.
Just as hard.
Shit,
I don't know about that one.
They was scratching
One and the
their
same,
ass
I don't
on
know
the, they was
about that
scratching their ass on the way
Because
in.
digging in dirt and digging in your ass is two different things.
Yeah, but it was cheek though.
But that was dirty ass.
Cheek, it
But
was
you
not
don't
in
know,
hers.
right. You don't know if her ass was already dirty though.
Ass,
Okay.
ass. It gets dirty to a certain degree.
I hear what you're saying. I'm
She's
just
at
saying.
Walmart. She
But it
gotta
was
walk
just the
around.
cheek,
That butt
though.
was funky.
You know?
That butt was funky. That butt was funky.
Okay,
It was.
yeah.
No, but low-key, that's a good point though. If you need to be digging in it, it probably was a little.
It was funky.
So you think every time you scratch your ass cheek, you
It might be a little funky.
You funky?
It might be a little funk.
I mean, it might not be every time, but a question needs to be raised like, do I need to go hop in the tub?
It wasn't innards, man. It was just cheek.
Hey,
Man,
that's
you know,
still
her
split
skin,
bread.
her skin got a little irritated.
This
man.
much of her arm was in the
If
pants.
you go to the strip club, I ain't trying to hear none of that. 'Cause
Okay,
y'all be doing worse.
Brandon, let's take it personally.
That's where ass supposed to be.
If I just start scratching my ass, no innards, and I try to dap you up, what's wrong with that?
Well, we didn't say nothing
I
like
ain't say
that.
there was nothing wrong with it.
But she gonna be touching people's
Well,
stuff.
look. The bottom
That's why
line
she
is
gets put on
someone has
timeout.
done that to all of us.
What? Scratch
Right,
they
you
butt
didn't-
and
Somebody
Someone
just
stroked
scratched the
their
ass.
Johnson.
Don't put that on
So
me.
exactly.
Someone struck their
You know what I'm
Johnson
saying?
and dapped
Especially
up
back
with
in
you.
middle school. How many times y'all dapped y'all niggas up in middle school, man? Somebody's probably
Mathematically,
stroking me
that's
this 6
probably
a.m.
Someone
Come on,
stroked
bro.
me.
Don't put that on me.
Mathematically, that's probably correct. And I hate to
Don't-
admit
It's
it.
not
but
probably. It is
Right.
correct, man.
Don't put
That's
that
the
on me.
truth.
Don't put that on me.
He's not saying it was you.
I know. I'm just saying.
that, like,
Don't even say it
That's
happened
a-
to me. It
a
didn't happen.
terrible realization.
Yeah, don't
bro.
even
God
say that
damn.
happened to me. No,
God damn,
Ain't
Rob.
they
What's
not-
wrong with you, man? God damn.
Ain't
Yeah,
no human
man.
being did no normal human being did that
No, that's life.
No normal
What?
human being struck their meat in school.
and shook my hand. No normal human being did that.
Whatever makes you feel better.
No.
Whatever tosses you salad, man.
You know,
Don't even do that because your phrase.
right? It's your bars.
That's
Yeah,
your
but
boy.
like this wasn't the time to be talking about
context.
tossing no salad.
All right, let's talk about something else. Rob, what you talking about, man? It seems like a take that
Oh,
you got, man.
Yeah, I guess this is a take. You could say. Moaning is fake.
I disagree.
And you know, you can disagree and say whatever you gotta say, but moaning is purely for theatrics, man. You know, realistically, when I think, I don't have to moan when I'm finished per se, right? But I will, just to let her know, yeah, you did that, girl.
Oh my God.
You know,
Jesus.
I would have won that. I would have won.
That's it.
And I've always thought that.
Okay, you want to say loud?
That's
sure.
dedication, Rob. That's dedication. Yeah.
Cause you got to
I
put
feel
on
like
the
it
show.
depends on person to person, though. Some people that might just be what naturally comes to them. Like they just loud people. Comes to me. And some people like you could just probably like guess like yeah, you probably do the most.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah. So everybody does that. When did that become the sound of pleasure? You know, when I do it, shit. Sometimes it be sounding like starting like
I don't need to hear nothing.
Starting the car with no oil.
What?
Starting the car with no oil in it, man.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Y'all remember when Vegeta got punched in the stomach?
Oh man.
Lord have mercy.
My fault.
Okay. All right. Now I don't think it's necessary always
I would rob on
theatrics.
this
If it's super loud, then yeah. But just being quiet, like that's you know what I'm saying.
Hold on, I'm not on strike to get rid of the
voices.
moans. I said moaning is
I
fake,
know.
and that's okay.
Okay, yeah,
because it does add a little seasoning, man. It add a little sauce.
It does, absolutely.
Next time I get to the promised land, I'm gonna let our Spartan cry.
Oh my God.
Let's see how that works out.
This nigga said a Spartan cry. This nigga's crazy.
You saw Chewbacca. You saw Chewbacca.
Just like that, but that would be hilarious, bro. You just see the reaction.
Right.
That's
Actually,
funny as fuck.
I might actually do that myself. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, so
there might be some plays in the book.
Yeah, might jot down some notes.
Social experiment. We'll be
Might
back
jot down
here
some
next
notes and try
Tuesday.
things.
So that's what I'm saying. We can have some customization there.
Okay.
Start yodeling the sign.
I'm gonna be in the mirror like that nigga from Monsters Inc. He to trying him out. Be that bitch just trying him out.
Okay. A battle cry for the end would be kind of fire.
I feel like. So you think it's okay in all circumstances? Because sometimes, let's be honest, it's too much is happening.
Yeah,
too much is happening. But that's okay, man. Would you rather her be quiet?
Sometimes it ain't about like either or. Sometimes it's like you can do the middle.
Yeah, you could.
What is the middle?
She's going to one extreme, so compare it to the
Inside
next.
voices.
Jesus.
And no need to lie to the man.
Yeah, hot take, inside voices, those are the best modes.
Not as bars.
Those are the real ones.
Those are the best modes.
Bars.
Those are the real ones.
Right.
The most fake.
You think they fake?
Yeah, they fake, man.
No, I'm thinking about it.
I would encourage all of you. I would encourage all of you to ask your girl, man.
No. That doesn't sound smart for my.
Yeah, that sounds very dangerous.
I'm confident.
Not gonna lie, I like my ego where it is right now, and I don't think I want to hurt it right now.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna ask you.
The most is caused by this law being laid down, and that's what it is. Even if that's just a figment of my imagination, it's gonna stay that way. And
that's a part of the armor.
You're not gonna take that away from me.
That's a part of the armor.
You're not gonna take that away from me.
Yeah,
I feel you, man.
Nope, I'm not gonna take that away from myself. So
I feel like a ruler. You gonna have me going home feeling like a number 2 pencil. I don't want to do that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Unfortunately, bars.
I don't want to do that.
Anyways, let's switch gears, man.
Some more bullshit,
Some
man.
bullshit going on.
Now, in the whole mess of the Charlie Kirk's death, everyone had opinions. Everyone had something to say.
Yes.
Even talk show hosts had something to say. Jimmy Kimmel, he had his thoughts. And then this nigga got booted off ABC.
So did.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga got booted off. They took the nigga show from him. Apparently, I heard earlier today that he got it back tonight. But it's the fact, through opinion, he got his show taken off.
Yeah.
Now, I ask you brothers, who the hell is watching Jimmy Kimmel?
Old niggas.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's blurs.
Nobody watching that shit. Nobody but the old people
No,
watching
they
it.
still get 1.2 million viewers like a week. That's a lot
crazy.
of that's
That's ridiculous. How many people are really
but that
watching
is like
that
only
shit?
half of what it was a few years ago, though. But so it is declining. But it's still
Niggas are
a
not
lot of people watching.
I've never found this nigga entertaining.
No, Jimmy Kimmel,
Jimmy Kimmel
legit and Fallon. I respect what they do. They're masters of their craft. And Jimmy Fallon, I don't know about Kimmel, but Fallon was actually a comedian before. I'm not sure how big of a comedian. He wasn't huge, I don't think, but like, you know what I'm saying? He has a history in that. That's why he knows a lot of comedians and a lot of comics come on his show historically. Like he knew them. He knew them people from like way back in the day. I respect them. They carved out their own lane. Like, you know, it is what it is. And you do have to get like every time someone's promoting something, like if a star or whatever or upcoming star, whoever it is goes on Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, like that's known that's like a milestone. Like, damn, we made it. Like, you know what I mean? If you get interviewed by them. So I respect what they do. This is a double topic though, because it goes right with mine, man. And yeah, they canceled the show. I say canceled. I'm not gonna say canceled. They suspended his show indefinitely.
That's what that means.
And then like 2 days later, or not 2 days later, it was less than a week though.
Yeah.
A few days later, after Disney lost reportedly, it was like 3 point. No, they put up,
and then something else.
I think they were losing a lot. I'm not going to put the number on it, but they were losing a lot of subscribers. And some report went out that they lost like $3.2 billion in value. I don't know how legit that number is, but the point is things were on the decline for them, at least in that immediate moment. And it's just very ironic because the reason why Disney went ahead and pulled the plug on that show, and I say pull the plug, you know what I'm saying, put the show on a hiatus, very short-lived hiatus, but nonetheless a hiatus, was because of pressure and fear that they were going to lose money. Yep. And then, so they ended up doing that thing, and what happened? Nigga, they lost money doing that. I'm like, it is just so crazy. And it's just like, I say it's eye-opening, but we already knew this. It's like what this stuff really means. Like, their actions, them taking the show off air and bringing it back. There were reports that they didn't even want to take it away. They were just afraid because they were going to lose all their money and sponsorships and stuff like that because he, quote unquote, made fun of Charlie Kirk, which he didn't even do that. He didn't. But nonetheless, it's just all about money. It always has been. It always will be. They try to make it seem like something else, like, oh, Charlie Kirk. Yes, some people do care, like, obviously people do care about, you know, saying Charlie Kirk and they have strong feelings towards that. But at the end of the day, any decision a company makes or whatever, or firing, stuff like that, is really just because of money. They don't want to risk losing the money and risking their business over something like that, no matter how small the business is or no matter how big the business is. So that's what they're going to do. And it's just annoying, honestly.
Shit.
And the mother, just all this over Charlie Kirk, really? Really? Was he really this hero like y'all claim him to be?
Like, damn.
Was he really that big of a deal? I mean, his biggest thing he was known for was going to college campuses and just talking to kids that were not prepared. They were worried about finals and shit. And your final has been that you were studying for was debating these damn college kids. They weren't preparing for your ass. They were not preparing for your ass. You come in and yes, you'd fuck them up because they don't have the prior stuff. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention that a lot of his statistics were just wrong. Yes, I'll get into that.
I feel like all that touring shit was recruitment. That's for another topic, though.
Yeah, it's the whole thing, but they brought it back, and yeah, it really is crazy because we're talking about free speech and stuff like that, and it's very ironic that, you know, in the past around COVID, it's a lot of like left-leaning things that you couldn't, far left-leaning ideologies that you couldn't criticize. Otherwise, you'd be risking your business and risking your job. And then now it's the opposite side of the spectrum. Now it's a lot of far-right ideologies that if you speak out against, you could risk your job. People gotten fired and stuff like that. People getting fired left and right because they don't like Charlie Kirk, man. Like,
yeah, you know what I would have told him?
I don't want to demean the man on the damn show right now. Like, you know, he was a human being. I'll give him that. He breathed air.
Kirk.
And, you know, he admitted carbon dioxide.
He was a smooth brain, for sure.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, I guess now we're going full into this. The Charlie Kirk discourse, this was the title of the last episode, but I just really want to go into it. The Charlie Kirk discourse is just absolutely fucking terrible.
It's just how...
I can't, you know, we're talking about it because that's just what we do. We talk about things. That's just a podcast. We talk about things. You know, I don't know if some of y'all know that, but you know people that be talking shit, it don't matter. Anyways, the point is, all the defense about people that he's received is just crazy to me because it's just clearly, and this is on both sides, even people that are, you know, talking shit about him, no one is researching things because a lot of on this side of people that defend him, they say, what racist thing did Charlie Kirk really say? And a lot of people that said he was racist, I mean, kind of like me in the past, like I couldn't necessarily name one specific thing right off the bat, off the top of my head, because I didn't watch Charlie Kirk. I never heard him say anything that I liked. So I just, when I saw Charlie Kirk, it was just immediate, this in me, you know, just like, okay, time to scroll. You know, time to scroll past. But if you just take a second just to look at something, you said a lot of things that people didn't ask for. The most recent thing that I saw was the Juneteenth thing, where he was in his car, it was Juneteenth, and he said, I know I'm going to get a lot of people saying, Happy Juneteenth, I'm going to work today, it shouldn't be a federal holiday, blah, 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 going. Like, nobody asked you. That just shows me that you just don't like a certain group of people. You don't value them to a certain degree. Because it's one thing, I'm not saying that you should be jumping for joy for Juneteenth. I'm not saying that everyone should necessarily be jumping for joy for it. In my opinion, like, I mean, I think it's something to celebrate in that degree. But if you don't feel that way, I'm not going to sit here and chastise for you. It's just the act of speaking out against this, like, really, like, is really bothering you that much? Like, why would something like that bother you that much? Like, that you want to have a debate over it. It's like, just let them have the goddamn day. We got Columbus Day and we got the day off. We be questioning that. We're like, oh, you know, fuck it, no, we get the day off, so fuck it, I ain't going to argue too much. Oh, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that with Juneteenth. You can't do it. If you want to work, I mean, go to work. But shit, the rest of us, I don't want to work.
The fuck?
I
don't. But that's not the main thing I'm bringing up. Charlie Kirk was racist. I'm just being honest.
Yes.
I do not believe Charlie Kirk would, if you ask Charlie Kirk if he was racist, he would not say that he was racist.
Directly.
But what racist has ever said that they were racist?
Facts.
No racist is really saying that they're racist. Very few and far in between racists that go and sit here and tell you, yeah, I'm racist. They would not say that.
No,
because
they don't
part
say
of
they
being
shouldn't.
racist is ignorance.
Yes.
You cannot have racism without ignorance. So if you're already ignorant, it makes sense that you would not be aware of the fact that, you know, you're racist and you have, you have
bars, man.
very strong biases.
Bars.
One of the things that he said, because I'm actually going to bring up is that he said, and one of those things where he debates those people, you know, on Jubilee or whatever the case may be, teenagers and shit. He's one of those guys that just run with this stupid metric that black people make up 14% of the population, but over 50% of the prison system, and we commit most of the crime in the country.
That doesn't.
And it's
make
simply
sense.
not true. If you would just sit there and do a simple Google search,
Literally.
and literally government documents will tell you that is simply not true. And I have the math to actually back that. So yeah, blacks make, they say 13%, 14%, whatever it is. I'll just stick to the 14%. He said to make up over 50% of the prison system. It's not true. They are overrepresented in the prison system, though. I think in 2022 or 2023, one of those years, blacks, they represented about 32% of the prison system. So did white people, and I'm not talking Hispanic included. I'm talking just non-Hispanic white people. It was about the same. You know what I'm saying? Now, black people only make 14% of the population, and they are overrepresented in that. But black people are broke, and that's my thing. We are talking about something, and we're not providing the context with it. Black people are much more likely to be poor than white people. It's just a fact of the matter. What do y'all think about that?
I've been watching these videos for a while now, and it's just interesting how like people will back that kind of like rhetoric, and it's been debunked over
and over again. Yep.
I mean, there's just so many different layers to that whole entire conversation because blacks do get incarcerated a lot. Right?
Yes.
But then you actually go back and you can see that a lot of these cases, they're actually acquitted. Blacks are the most acquitted of the crime they've committed.
Right,
in
which
the system
means they are the most likely to be accused of crimes that they didn't commit. Right. And I brought it up now. Okay, so blacks make up 14% of the population. 2022, blacks made up 32% of the prison system. Whites, non-Hispanic, also made up about 32% of the prison system. Context, in 2023, the black poverty rate was 17.9%, 18%. The white non-Hispanic poverty rate in 2024 was 8%. 18% divided by 8% is 2.25. So essentially meaning blacks were 225% more likely to be in poverty than white people. So, and it's funny, because let's do the math real quick. 14%, right? Times that 2.25, right? Okay, what does that equal? 31.5 or the 32%?
Right.
Is that just a coincidence that it adds up to that number? You know what I'm saying? To adds up to that 32%. And that's why I hate this. And people try to frame it as they're not being racist, where the case may be. It's just facts. It's not facts. You can literally just look it up. You're just really showing exactly who you are, because we are so quick to make things about race. It's really it's really a thing about class. Like, we're talking about racism and stuff, and it's so ridiculous that it's that point, because it's really just classism. It's literally right in front of us. If you look at the history of not just the United States, literally the whole entire world, current, in the past, and for the future, the trend is, no matter what, the most impoverished places, the poorest places, are going to have the most crime. Why? People are fighting for basic necessities. I'm not trying to justify murder and violent crime or any crime for the matter of the fact, but it's just nature. We're talking about evil. Like, you look at the right, far right, you look at the far left too. They do the same thing, just pointing and calling their people that oppose them evil. And there are some evil people in the world, but for the most part, whether you're a damn dog or a cat or a tiger or a lion or a human being, we're all just animals, and it's not so much of good or bad or good, or great or evil and stuff like that. It's really just people, and people it's just really just nature, and things are going. That's how it's going to go. If they, of course, but these people will swear up and down that if we have money, we're all black suburban dudes. According to them, we just as likely to go knock somebody upside the head and take their money. No, I don't want to, man. That's why I got GTA. Fuck. Damn.
Man, I
got GTA to take out all those temptations.
I make this argument every time.
I'm just kidding. I'm not tempted.
I see these people in the comments, okay? They're always saying, and this is very brought up a lot, black people kill more black people more than anybody else. Okay. Let me explain something to you people, okay? If there's a neighborhood with nothing but black people, who is there going to be? Who else is going to kill?
Same with the white people. If you're in the majority of the neighborhood,
who's going to be?
Man, there are people. We live like around Joliet. We record in Joliet. Joliet biker gang. They were beefing with each other. Nothing but white people. Blacks ain't really allowed to even be in there. Just being honest. Not really. Not really. And they're beating each other up. Historically, like, it's just
that shit crazy. That rhetoric is what pisses me off, especially because what do you mean? What are you trying to say when you say, "Oh, the black kid that has money is just as likely"? So what are you trying to say, that blacks are inherently more violent?
Yes.
We're just the more violent humans.
And that is just showing that you are racist.
Like that's racism.
It's the fact that you're just going at it, but people like that, they don't realize it, because, like I said, in order to be racist, you have to be ignorant. You cannot have racism without ignorance. So that's very strong. So I don't expect to change anyone's mind that is already on that side, because they're only going to look at things that support their already set in stone beliefs. You know what I'm saying? I can tell what their Google searches look like. You know what I'm saying? I know what their Google searches look like. Even if their search terms, they're going to look for something biased. They're going to try to find that study that backs up whatever they want to think. And it's a damn shame. And so I'm going to stand on that. I think Charlie Kirk, to be honest, like, we don't got a sponsorship anyway. I think he was a piece of shit, personally.
100%.
I'm just being honest. Right. Now, like I said, I'm not in support of murder. But if one got hit by a bus inadvertently, I wouldn't think about it.
I wouldn't shed a tear.
No. And
but murder isn't right.
It's not.
I know this pisses a lot of people off, but like, and
everybody,
people die every day.
Yeah, people die every day. That's the point. We're not saying that he should have been. We're just saying that we don't particularly care that much. It's not an effect on my life. Sorry, that's another person that died.
The headlines of that day, like, there's a school shooting that same day in the same state. Y'all didn't care like that. Y'all we still talking about Charlie Kirk and a situation like that. Black man got hung. They tried to cover up and say that it was suicide, but it was clear that he got hung, and stuff like that. But y'all don't care about stuff like that. People have been getting shot. Congressmen were getting assassinated too.
Yep.
Lawmakers
ran into this.
Actually,
the government in
power.
People get. But we're talking about a dude who ran the campuses and debated college students.
It's just crazy how much that has.
I question how much people really care. I always been questioning how much do you people really care about this?
Just another excuse.
It's just not. Yeah.
And that leads to my topic.
Yeah. Right.
His wife did the whole funeral thing, and it's been posted around, and it's just. Some things I just want to pick out of this. Play this clip.
Is it muted?
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Okay.
This lady's a genius.
Have you ever seen? It's a show on Amazon Prime called The Boys.
I've heard of it.
I've heard the boy.
So that was a scene straight out of the
Come
fucking
on
show.
now.
That was a scene straight out of that show.
She deserved an Emmy for that one.
And-
Grammy something.
And it's just, nigga, Candace and that nigga Dean cried harder than she did.
Like, come on, bro. It's a cash grab.
Candace
It's
cried.
working.
Candace cried harder
It's
than
working.
his wife did.
It's working.
You think it's a cash grab?
Hell yeah. That's
I don't know. That
Okay,
was
well,
kinda
her
hard to say.
husband did get. I'll say her husband did get killed.
I know.
fair.
But
I'm all
it's
for
just,
that. But come on, man. That cry seems genuine to you.
that whole display.
The fact that you had to do that is enough for me.
I mean, I don't know the lady.
Correct.
Some
Yeah.
people
We
cry.
don't.
Some
We
people
don't.
cry.
I mean, it's hard
But then
to
there was
say.
also a
hard.
GoFundMe put out for money.
I mean, I don't know how rich Charlie Kirk was, but I don't think he was necessarily
I think
generationally rich.
He didn't have to be
rich
generational, but I think he
already.
was. I think he had enough to live a good life.
I've seen
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie cry better than that.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean they're all in they're all in different types of positions and stuff,
an
man.
actress.
So
What she
for her to go up on the stage in front of all of
people.
Charlie's supporters and then just
husband,
boo hoo, cry, break down, that probably
That's
wouldn't
not
look good for her
necessarily
face since we already talking about
That
it.
applaud just sounded like nigga applaud.
I mean, I don't know. I try not to read too much into emotions like, in those
doesn't
situations because
seem-
it's just tough. Because like, I mean, her husband did.
Yeah,
pass
people
away
process
a
shit.
week
Yeah, but like,
before.
and I know the people process things differently, but I just feel like, and I guess I should take my own ideas out of it. Something like that happens to my loved one, and I have a child. I'm not really concerned with being on a stage in
That's
front of
my
thousands
point.
of
That's
people.
my only point. That's my only
Like,
point. That's my
Because
only
let's
point.
be honest, all of these quote unquote supporters don't know this man, bro. They don't
Well-
know this.
well, this ain't
Well,
the first
well-
type of first type of public funeral. I don't,
Right. And I'm a huge I hate that kind of shit. They don't know that man.
Yeah, it's
They just enjoyed
true.
his
But-
ideologies.
but how do
and
you
that
know-
shit is fake as hell.
But how do you know? Like, I don't think that's necessarily his burial or nothing like that. How you know they didn't have like a smaller thing for like family and stuff like that? When actually, they
I
actually
mean,
did the burial.
I guess
in
you're
front of,
right.
like, his
That
friends
could be
and family.
possible. But like, I don't know. That just seems like
But he didn't mean a
'cause
lot
even
to a
as
lot
a
of people,
person
apparently.
who doesn't know him, what the hell do I get out of being there?
A lot of people felt strongly about that man. Believe it.
How?
Obviously.
You didn't know him.
Hey, the power of hate
But
niggas is
it's
strong.
not. It's not.
That's
I
not
don't know
what
if
it's
it's about
about.
how
Yeah.
or whatever.
I guess
It's
the
about.
power of hate
I
niggas
can't
is
wrap my.
strong.
I just can't wrap my brain around
I
that.
still think it's crazy
Yeah.
too.
I think it's crazy, but you got to understand he's been preaching a certain kind of ideology, and he's a very religious man. So
Right, he was a very
people
religious
really
man.
He was.
speak to that, and they feel his
Yeah, they feel
words
that.
that they when he's talking about certain things.
Because a lot
Right.
of people,
You know.
I've heard people say that Charlie Kirk was like, that it strengthened their relationship with God. That might be crazy to me, but I mean, shit, I didn't listen to Charlie Kirk. He might have said some stuff. I've seen him say some stuff in regards to God, and it's like I can see how people that are in line with that would be something that they would gravitate to. So it's been different to think all that stuff and whatever
It
it may
just
be.
for me, it's just, and I guess my outrage comes from like when other people die, things like this don't happen.
I mean, the other celebrities, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say anybody that got some
saying-
money.
But I'm saying for like celebrities is one thing. That's one thing,
He's a
right?
celebrity.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I feel like other figures. They don't do all of that. Like
Kobe's wife didn't do all
Well,
that.
he wasn't. Well, here's the thing. Not
Kobe's
the
not a
thing is
politician.
part of the reason is because he was assassinated on camera in front of thousands of people, and then on the internet, millions of people for everyone to see. But like Kobe's, I mean, yeah, he had a huge thing, and then he had a stadium. I said stadium. He had an arena full of people for his memorial or whatever, and he raised his foundation, got millions of dollars. I'm not saying Charlie Kirk is as famous as Kobe. But man got assassinated on air.
Fair. I don't know. This is very
that's just
for me.
They're politicians, bro. That's what they do.
It is what they do.
That type of setup, that type of pop up, that's what they do. So
and that's why another reason why I kind of think it's like this is all.
That's just their routine. It's part of their day to day. And who's to say that that's not the means to keep on supporting their family? I just don't think that that's the point we should focus on with that. Like his wife. Like her husband died. Shit, that shit crazy.
Yeah, like I said, I stand on the stuff that I said, but he was a husband and a father at the end of the day.
Correct.
Would you feel bad for? Never mind.
I'm not saying I feel bad.
I'm just saying.
But it sounds like, why are you guys saying that his wife shouldn't feel bad?
I'm not saying she shouldn't feel bad. No. I'm not saying she shouldn't feel bad. It's just
all the public eye.
It just doesn't feel like she feels bad in public.
But the point is like. There shouldn't necessarily be a reason, like people that have an expectation that people should be reacting to when they lose somebody. I don't think it's anybody else's place to say like
fair.
how they should be react to something. They're going to show it the way that they know how to show it.
Yeah,
I can agree to that.
Whether I like them or not. I mean I don't know that lady. I don't got nothing. I don't know nothing about that lady besides she was married to Charlie Kirk and she has a kid with Charlie Kirk. That's all I know. With children with Charlie Kirk. That's all I know. But it's just so crazy. And we talked about, free speech and stuff like that. What really is free speech? And it just so many things just made me question what freedom really is. What is freedom really? I say this because it's past discussions we've even had on this show that this leads to. A lot of people look at freedom and like it's just I say it's a buzzword. It is a buzzword nowadays in the sense of a lot of people focus on financial freedom. But freedom is always a thing that humans search for just naturally. You search for freedom. You want to feel free. It's a feeling that you search for. But in terms of tangible freedom, it's very subjective what that is because a lot of people say, I want to be free. We're slaves. Like something that makes me cringe is people say they're 9 to 5 as a slave. And if you're an employee, you're a slave, this and that. You have to work every day for it. You a slave. In a certain eye, I could see why they say that you're a slave. But that's what makes me question, what is freedom really? I emphasize this because let's focus on the financial side. Let's say a lot of people say, I want to have my own business. I want to be the employer, not the employee. You invite a whole lot of other responsibilities that you otherwise would not have if you were an employee. Not saying that's a bad thing. It's a great thing to be an employer and have your own business and employ other people. But we all know that someone has to, in order to be an employer, you have to have employees. If we were all just self-employed, society wouldn't really work how it's built. But some people want to destroy it. That's a whole other discussion. Or some people say, I want to be able to make my money and make enough money with my business eventually to the point where I can just do what I want, go on vacation when I want, and do this and that, wherever the case may be. But with the market crashes, things are out of your control. I would think so that's why I start to question. I think this freedom that everyone is in search for, does it really exist? I would argue that in the way that people look at freedom, especially in America, freedom doesn't even exist. Because the moment that you get to wherever you said that you want to be, there's always going to be something else that you want. It's never going to be enough. In the sense that at the end of the day, you have to go, in order to survive, you need food, you need water, and you need shelter. You need money to go. No matter what, even if you have all this money, guess what? You a slave, quote unquote, to capitalism. That's all it is. You're doing it because you have to. You don't really have a choice. You have to survive in this game. That is what it is. Now, people talk about destroying it and building it back up, but you could even go to socialism. I mean, you're not really in control of that either. So it's like we all searching to be 100% in the control of our lives when in reality, if you want to live in society, that or just even live in general, that's not exactly possible. So I just bring all this to say that, not just try to be grim, whatever, because I still think you can live a good life. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, we just focus so much on the word freedom. If that we really go deep into that, shit can get real grim. It's about just like being to a point where you're content, being happy with what you have. A lot of us were in search for all these things that we don't have. What about what you actually have? Because I think that's a very first world problem. talking about this freedom and this and that, financial freedom, and I feel like a slave, this and that. You go to them people in other countries, they getting blown up every day. Shit, no food, nothing, famine. I hate to be that guy to be like, what about people starving in Africa? But I mean, but the reason why people say that, because I mean, motherfucker, it's true. It literally is true. But yeah, man, I just want people to focus on what they actually do have. And yes, of course, you want to improve. That's a human mindset. But like, what is freedom really? Like, people just chase it so much with this grass is greener on the other side mentality, when I don't believe it's that at all. What y'all think about that?
I think it's a huge topic. I read a book recently called The Gap in the Gain. Because, you know, I do business, and my business mentors constantly tell me that, DJ, you're so hard on your achievements. And I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, you achieve things, and the first thing you'll tell me is what you didn't achieve. He's like, you'll never talk about how far you've come in the past 6 months, or how you're outdoing people that are older than you in business. You always talk about, well, what you're missing and where you need to be at in the next month or so. He's like, you need to take a step back and realize, like, you come a long way. And that's the thing. It's a lot of thing. I think that's the thing, like Brandon said, it's a first world problem. Like, yeah, it's good to, you know, want better and want to keep growing.
Right.
But at the same time, a lot of us do neglect where we're already at.
Right.
Like Brandon said, this motherfucker's getting bombed.
Yeah, man.
Like, they don't even breathe clean air.
There's an echo to that bomb.
Like, that's just crazy, bro. Like, and we just wake up and just take shit like that for granted on a daily basis.
Yeah, on a daily basis.
Yeah, man. You know, I always think about it this way. You know, when somebody tells me that they hate their boss and they looking to get a new job, you know, it's all the same shit. What you don't like here is going to be another thing that you don't like here.
Yeah.
So you're not changing anything. Bro. You know what I mean? And that's what I just mean about like jobs and working and being free. It's all the same shit. You are tied to something.
Yeah.
You are always tied to something
Because of the capitalistic society, because you have to survive.
But even if it's not, you're not. Even if you're just outside of society, I don't necessarily think it's a thing of good or bad. It just it is what it is. I think the bad thing is getting so caught up into it, because I think you will always be disappointed. That's what I think it is. And it's like, you know, focus on like, what about like your friends, your family, and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not saying we don't fight for more freedoms or stuff like that, and trying to better society in ways, whether it's through the laws, etc., whatever it is. People like we've gotten to this point because people have fought for what they believe in.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying you don't want to search for that. I'm just saying like this whole like being so hyper fixated on it. I think that's dangerous.
It is
mentally,
and the dangers of it are already showing its ugly head. That's why you have things of like greed. That's why you have things of so much strong classism. It's because people have gotten to a certain level to where they've gotten to a point where they're willing to take from someone else to better themselves. And that's how you get classism, honestly.
Yeah.
You put people down to level yourself up.
Yeah. But I don't want to go too deep into it, man. But yeah, this is a little food for thought for y'all. Let us know what y'all think. If y'all know what I mean, let me know if y'all. I don't know if that's just not making sense to anybody, but you know. But yeah, I think it's interesting topic. But I think we're about to take a turn.
Yeah, this is a crazy follow up. I was kind of stunned for a second. I looked down, man.
Shit. I hit the wrong button. I don't know if they heard that.
You know, there was something going on the internet, on Twitter. Is this viral video of this girl. And I didn't want to show it because I couldn't find a video without some propaganda in there. But basically, she was singing this song and she was saying how her husband watches porn and she looked at his history and it was all ebony.
And this is a white man.
And it was a white girl.
And dating a white man?
Yeah, dating a white man. And it was all ebony. And all I got to say about it is, why would I watch something I already have, baby?
Hey, that's bars.
Okay, this is a very detrimental topic.
Delayed bars.
This is a very detrimental topic, but I will say, okay, I got a green basketball I play with, but I see that the blue one bounces higher.
What do you mean by that?
There you go.
I see what he's saying.
I see that the blue one bounces higher.
I'll take it a little step
that's
further.
dangerous territory, bro.
That is dangerous
I'll take it a
territory.
little step
I
further.
might want to see what the blue basketball do.
Brandon,
I got
How
a green
about
one.
you got
got a green
I already
one.
got a basketball. Maybe I want to throw the football. No, that's action. I'm done talking.
I went to the strip club a while ago.
I see what he's saying though. Baby.
A while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
When was? Oh, you talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about years ago.
Yeah, that was years ago. And when I walked in, I know it's a strip club full of women, and I'm like, okay, DJ, you only got $70. So what you got to do is you got to plan. You got to plan. I'm a financial planner, goddammit. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell do I go. So I'm like, well, I shouldn't go with women that I've already had in my life. I should go with women that I don't have in my life. So I got an Asian,
yeah, see,
a Filipino, and a Venezuelan girl.
Right.
I ain't never had those in my life. Now I can say 3 of them motherfuckers don't shook ass on me.
but like I don't want
ahead.
women.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
what women's mind is going straight to is that I know what this is going. What they're hinting at is that men are dogs, and that when they like what they can't have, they really want what they can't have. Okay, that's not entirely true.
Who said can't?
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Don't try to put that word on me. I don't believe in African, not Africans. We just own that. No. I won't say he can. I've made the choice.
No, it's all about. It's like kind of like everybody got their little taboos. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Everybody got a little. That white man, he had a white woman. He knew it did in his lifetime. He may never even have no type of interaction with a black woman. He had to get where he can.
He said,
you know what I mean?
But if you ask me, that's a gentleman right there, because he could go out and cheat. But say he's like, I'm going to experience this here. I know my time has passed. It probably ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
How do you think me, Rob, and Brandon got the last names that we got?
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Mine's too, right? His name's just not as common.
That's what man's last name?
It's Irish. I looked it up.
Yeah,
Really? Yeah, man.
Throw him in there too. How do you think that we got those last names?
Well, I mean,
Interracial.
Come on now.
Curiosity.
Yes,
well,
but
okay.
it may not been.
Somebody got curious because they wasn't used to that shit.
we might have been owned.
Yeah, it might
Oh,
have
more
not
likely.
been in. It might not been in good.
More likely.
It probably wasn't in good spirit.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
but
nonetheless, I guess
somebody got curious.
Somebody got curious.
Somebody got curious.
The point stands.
the point still stands.
It's an ugly one for sure. But that motherfucker stands, man. Somebody got curious. And back then they didn't have corn.
Yeah, I mean, everybody want to taste the rainbow, man. That's all I'm saying. It's just a little season, a little hot sauce. Number a little hot sauce.
Now,
that's real, man. That's real shit.
Now, the woman would really have to be worried if that man started listening to Sexy Red and wearing all types of stacked jeans and shit. Then she should be worried.
Yeah, somebody done put him on to that.
That's what I mean. Somebody done put him on.
Somebody done put him on to that.
Say he should know about all that.
Exactly.
It's like when your girl learns how to play 2K and you ain't taught her.
No, facts. That's a scary sight, boy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that, But it's probably I can see why that was like interesting to her.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I can
of
definitely
course.
see the insecurity rising from that.
And she's probably like, all black. Not just like a little sprinkled in there.
But
They're
sometimes
all
you
black.
have to question where the problem lies. Is it because he's watching corn, or is it because they're ebony?
I mean, because here's the thing. Well, okay. I mean, think
You
about
have
this.
to question sometimes.
Let's say I'm in a relationship with the black woman, and I'm watching nothing but black.com.
Jesus.
Black women are not on black.com.
That is true. That is true.
That
did
would
apply.
raise a question. Like, ooh, that's extreme too. That ain't just regular. That's extreme. It's like, good lord, like is this healthy? Probably not.
Makes sense.
So I can understand why she probably,
When you're right.
especially if you're typing shit like big booty black bitches and shit like
See,
that.
niggas need to start leaving their shit on shuffle.
Because, it's like the remembrance of the title. That's the only reason why you would type that.
Right. You start typing different subcategories, MILFs. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Big booty black milfs.
See, now that might be the problem.
Like, oh, hold on now. I'm saying it might be
So
a
are
problem.
we saying how the search came about is to be questioned?
How in depth were the search?
Not for real. Because this stuff matters, man.
No,
This stuff matters.
if they're in depth, then I think he deserves a pass, man.
If that he deserves a pass.
Yeah. Because he only typing that stuff. He only typing big booty black bitches because that's the titles, man.
Right, but you wouldn't think like, because he might be too experienced. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really
He's a veteran.
You know what I'm saying? That might raise red flags on the other end of this for that lady, for the wife.
True.
It could.
Those intro skills, though.
I'm just saying, if my girl's looking up, I don't know, dad bod white men, I'd be very concerned.
I think I would just be more confused.
Right. Like, why you with me then?
Exactly though.
Fair.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't think that though. Why you with me? I'd just be like, what about that turns you on?
Exactly.
Yeah, I would have said I wouldn't doubt myself.
That's where my head would go.
Yeah, you know,
dad bod niggas.
Dad bods. That's some crazy shit. Like, you know, that's some crazy shit.
I don't know, man. But we
The specificity is crazy.
getting over the time, man.
Woo.
This is a good one. It was all different types of yeah, man.
That's funny.
All different type of subject matter
for real.
and tones and shit.
Yeah, we don't throw y'all. We don't throw
Ladies,
y'all all over.
don't
the
be worried
spectrum.
about what kind of women he's watching. Just be happy it's women. Be happy it's women.
All right.
There's some DLs out here, man. I'm just
I mean,
saying.
you know, Vlad said that just because you watch
Right.
gay porn don't mean corn mean you want to do gay shit.
He did say that.
he did say that.
Yeah.
Who was that with? Eric?
Eric. He said, "Oh, this nigga's homosexual."
He said, and this nigga's a homosexual. 'Cause what the fuck you mean?
First, he made him repeat it. That was what made it hilarious. He was like, "Say it again."
The right for real. He said
This
that.
nigga's a homosexual.
That's the Patreon segment for the uncensored stuff.